Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, this is Nick from Dadcrossing here, and I am really excited to be giving you guys a taste of what it's like to start a new resident in your island after your island's already been started. So this isn't like a first landing. That's already been done. I landed on Mackinac. It's a thing. Don't judge me. I landed on Mackinac already, and so now we're just kind of talking about, okay, now it's the morning, I've woke up from my 4 a.m. stupor, and we're getting my son in to play the game. What's that look like? Alright, so Noah has created his account here on his user account on the Switch. We're getting ready to go in, and I thought I would show this part because people with 2 Switches, this might be an issue for some of you. So I bought an Animal Crossing Switch, right? I now had 2 Switches and a Switch Lite. I don't, as you can see here, have my Animal Crossing Switch as my primary. So Noah can't play Animal Crossing currently because only the person who bought the game digitally, this is only for digital now, digitally can play. So I was like, oh, well, wait, my Switch isn't at the house. It's at my mother's house because that's where it went. I didn't get rid of it. I just sent it over there. And so I'm like, well, now I got to go over there and do that, or I got to tell my mom how to do it. How am I going to do this? Did you know that if you go onto your Nintendo page, most of you probably do, I'm always slow on the uptake, but you can go on your Nintendo page, type in deregister, search for that while you're logged in. You can deregister your Switch via that Nintendo page. PSA, hopefully that's helpful to a couple of you. I know there's probably a lot of you that's like, yeah, duh, we already knew that, Nick. So, okay, but I didn't, and so I thought I'd let you know. Alright, so we've created the username Noah, and now we're logging into Animal Crossing New Horizons, and we're going to see what that looks like for him now that he is going to be an additional resident on the island, and the island's already been named, and places have already been picked out for animal tents. So what can he do? What does he get to see? And I was very happy to know that he gets at least a good portion of the same experience. Obviously, he's not picking out tents. There isn't the same experience of the bonfire like I had initially in my first landing. But he does get, as you can see here, the airport experience with Timmy and Tommy. And Timmy and Tommy explain that they're already living on the island and that there are other residents already there as well, and that he can... and they're excited for him to join with the rest of them. So the next step, as you would expect, just like it was for me when I first landed, is to pick your name, your date of birth, and what you look like. And we're going to kind of skip through some of that as, well, he couldn't figure out if red hair or black hair was better. I was also excited that he got the whole plane experience. So much of this game is rooted in how you started, how you entered the island, and what that means. And so he gets the plane experience. He also gets the trailer that I got when I first started, the trailer that was from the beginning of the direct. And then from there, it cuts right to him flying onto the island, just like I had when I was flying for the first time to the deserted island. He gets met by Timmy and Tommy, who then take him to Mr. Nook, President Nook as it is, and he hands him a tent, tells him it's his job to go find the space. He lets him have the Nook phone, and then he lets him know that he's almost $50,000 in debt, and for some reason he's excited about that. He then gets to put the tent wherever he wants it, and he gets all the items that I got when I first started, which is very nice. I don't know if this will continue. He'll continue to get the items for the third and fourth person, even way past the time. Not certain, but for now he does. Then he gets to go to Tom Nook, and Tom Nook teaches him all about DIY crafting, tells him to go out and get these 5 branches. He does, and then he's good to go. The next thing, I thought I would do a little bit of calling a resident. So you go to your Nook phone, and you get to call your resident that you're looking for. He gets to select the island residents that he wants to choose. Currently there's just 2 of us, so there's only just me to choose from. Lets me know I'm going to need 2 controllers, and also tells me that I can use Joy-Cons, which is really nice to know. That means you can have everybody running around the island with just 2 sets of Joy-Cons. Very helpful. Then whoever presses LR first becomes the leader initially, and second, obviously, your follower. To be honest, he was the leader first, and I thought being a follower would be absolutely horrible. It's actually not that bad. you can do still quite a few things. Sure, you're very limited. I don't want that to be hidden here. I'm not trying to downplay that. You can't talk to animals, you can't go into buildings, and you gotta stay in the vicinity of wherever the leader's at. It is nice, though, that if he shakes his remote, I press the A button, and I'm the leader. I can do that at any time, do something really quick, shake mine, and then we can swap back and forth. That hot swappability of who's the leader and who's the follower makes this definitely bearable and still a very fun way to play. But I will admit it's certainly not the best way to play. Once you are done playing co-op mode, you press the minus button and you have many different options. One of them is to end the session. If you end the session, whoever is the leader is the one who stays in the game, and the other one just basically gets booted out. So the last thing I'll mention here, and I was actually kind of surprised about this, kind of not, I was hoping it would be different than how it is. If you put anything on the outside of your tent, it is not locked to you. So Noah dropped his Switch on the outside of the tent. I can pick it up. Okay, hold on AC fans. I didn't take my son's Switch. I dropped it immediately. I just was testing for the video to see if I could do that. This being said, you better hope that you have trustworthy residents on the island with you, because anything on the outside of your tent is fair game. Now, to be fair, just like normal, anything on the inside of the tent, that's yours. Nobody can touch it. They can go in, see it, maybe use it, but they can't take any of it. Hey guys, I hope this video has helped you understand what your next resident will see on their island and what their experience will be like. This is Nick from Dadcrossing, signing out. See you later. Game over, my villagers.
Now we'll go back.